So, what do we got here for items and everything? Also, there is like the whole alternate mode and everything too. Oh yeah, I am still on the other save file, which I think I'll probably remain. Yeah? Well, the other thing is I'll probably keep a different outfit on then too. Well, here, I mean, I think like the real thing to start, probably go normal mode, of course. We'll stay on 5 cell. Going to see what happens here. Going to be doing this on this new dumb save file because actual real good content will be happening on the other save file. The good save file. Could you have a stream later? I'm in the middle of a run. No. Anyway, I mean, yes, I could. It's like I do have, of course, many other things to be working on technically. You know what with the whole here, keep it classic. What with the whole other series that I have ongoing on the channel. I could go work on some Tunic. Why not? Tunic, of course, has a lot of good stuff to go see. You know, this is actually a decent synergy. Sure. Okay. Also, is that something new where it's like picking it up? I wonder what that could represent. A lot of Dracul. I mean, I suppose we'll see. I don't really know. Hey, no spoilers as to how much Dracul is going to be appearing in this game. Oh yeah, I also have it turned on for Castlevania-style foodstuffs too. Time to climb some stairs. Oh, I mean, of course. The final... what do they call it? It's like Final Ascent or something is a classic part of that series. The classic dumb part of that series. Hey, nice. Says spoiler. You can't just say spoiler like that. If I want to go with a tactics build immediately, yes. Let's do it. No, I probably shouldn't be going for a tactics build immediately. I probably should be immediately going for a little bit better build than that. Also, quit using the money shooter already. It's not like this is a particularly... I have no idea what the difficulty is going to be right now. All right, you know what? I am instead going to go switch out for a survival build or something. After all, survival build, I think, usually a pretty good bet when it comes to especially doing new stuff, right? All right, so what do we got? What do we got? What's the good stuff? Hey, we got Flint here. Hey, you know what? Sure. I will actually take this. I think this is a perfectly okay build, even though it does not actually have a shield in it. All right. Now, I do not know where I am going, so I guess that's going to be the first thing to kind of figure out right now. Well, let's see. As it is, needless to say, I'm going to be using a lot of the new weapons when I actually get them unlocked and everything. Until that point, I've just experienced a lot of bats. I don't really necessarily know if that's all that there's going to be. I mean, who knows? Maybe the entirety of this DLC is just going to be those bats at the very beginning. And maybe Alucard's going to show up and be like, hey, it's me. And I'll be like, oh, nice. Alucard's here. My favorite secondary character from Castlevania 3, The Curse of Dracula. Yeah, I know some people are going to say Sypha, when nobody's going to say Grant. Nobody likes Grant. Hey, we got any like Grant fans in here? Anybody who's like real into old Grant the Nasty? Ghost pirate extraordinaire and guy that can climb on walls? I don't know, maybe. Anyway, I don't like him. And my Deadcells in a while came back and it's pretty fun. There's been a lot of updates if you haven't actually booted it up in some time. So even things like getting used to new legendaries and whatnot is gonna be an entire thing. I've actually been doing a sort of a new save file as of late, of which we are on right now. So I don't know. Maybe that. Alucard is so cool and mysterious. Isn't he just Dracula? Again, I'm talking about Castlevania 3 Alucard. I don't recognize the existence of any other Alucards in the universe of Castlevania. That's the only one. You get one, and that one is Castlevania 3 Dracula, the one where he just looks like a smaller version of Dracula and fires out fireballs in the same way that, you know, Dracula does. I mean, what else do I really need to say on that point? Symphony of the Night remaster looks different. Does it? I think it looks pretty similar. Anyway, once again, I still do not know where I'm actually going to be opening up the deal. So, you know. Well, everyone is here 2.0, pretty much most of the recent update. Yeah, that's, so that is kind of the newest big one, at least. So, you know, I guess it's not that long, really. In fact, their shots go through, whoever made them, for what? Turning into a live stream and only a YouTube exclusive. I will be doing some YouTube exclusive stuff. Now that I have 2 save files, I was just like, maybe I should start double dipping. We can do like the initial sort of play here on stream, and then afterwards I can go and make good content for YouTube. You know, where I just like edit it down pretty heavily, and yep, I want to say that this is probably where I want to be going. Hello. It me. No, that's normal. You at one point in time teamed up with like a 6-year-old girl. You do not have any sort of ground to stand on when it comes to judging who's going to be going along with you in your adventures. All right, well. Well, I should also see. You got any other dialogue? I mean, look. Let's be honest. There's not that many Draculas that exist in. Okay, so it's just right here. Look at that. Look at big stairs and everything too. Oh, by the way, real quick. All right, this is not Castlevania accurate. You can jump on stairs. You're not magnetized to them. The crow. No, I'm not putting on the crow. Get out of here. Oh, yeah, they did. Oh, no, they do something to the foresight. Oh, nice. Not that it really matters. I'm not going to even be able to use the... I'm playing on 5-cell mode because I'm a cool, hardcore gamer. Oh, I'm a cool, hardcore gamer. It actually looks really nice in the background. That doesn't need potion charges. Okay, that's cute. Yes, I know. I guess that makes sense. You do get like the Seal of Solomon and everything when you're doing the teleports around. All right, well, this is just it. Well, can I unlock any more outfits? Just I would like that festive outfit, but I should probably also save cells for the other stuff. I don't remember Shanoa's hair being that long, though, exactly. Long, certainly. Enough to cover up her back, but that was about it. Anyway, Gion's still here. They didn't replace him with Grant. Somehow. Like, come on, can you believe this? Anyway, yeah, that's enough of this. Okay, so... I'm going survival. And since I have no idea what's about to be coming up here, I suppose go defensive. Usually a pretty decent idea just alone, and then I'll get this upgraded since we're still using the new save file. Hey, even new doors. Look at that. Yep. Cool hardcore gamer once again. All right, let's take a look. Yeah. She is the Castlevania. That, you know, it's the Castlevania. It's Castle Town. It's like, you know. If it's a skeleton, it's an awful enemy. I mean, unless... I don't know if they got the... Okay, sure. I don't know if they got the... Here, real quick. No, you can't destroy lighting fixtures, eh? Nah? Are you sure? Are you sure about that one? Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. Also, of course, I got the opening here, too. So is there anything specific to do aside from... Okay, no. Now, no, still can't destroy the... I am shocked. I am shocked and appalled that they won't allow you to do that. Anyway. No, yeah, standard merman, of course. Now, the real question is, what do I want to use? And werewolves. Man, remember when they were like a mini-boss? Now demoted to being what appears to be some sort of form of rampagers. Okay. I mean, I'm sort of curious if there's going to be like wolf claw type of things. No, and of course on 5-cell mode we still got... And bats. I mean, bats already exist, of course, in the Castlevania game. Okay, now come on, really. right. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna hit the bat. There's also a proper regular skeleton. Now, skeletons do already exist in the game, of course. But do they exist like this? Come on. And it is bat volley. Okay, is it just shooting out bats? I'm betting that's just shooting out bats, of course. Oh, boy. A legendary version of the DLC weapons. I mean, we could always just force those to appear. Maybe I'll do that for the good content. Ah! We'll dodge. And of course, yeah. And we got the classic ridiculous sort of arc on the skeleton throws, too. Needless to say. Now, you know, that is actually something to be said. There are already axe armors that exist in the game in the form of those, the cleavers. It does seem like some of these might be sharing a bit of the same DNA with other characters here. Needless to say, the Rampagers and the Werewolves. Kind of curious as if it gets changed up a little bit for some of the other characters. I mean, of course, the skeletons are way different. You don't get that same sort of thing. Ah. And then the armor with the weak shins falls into the moat as well. By the way, what does this look like? Of course. Still can't destroy those. Can't even believe it. This is good, though. And the Mortachios. They're morbid. Alright. It's a good thing that we got, like, all the other normal Deadcells enemies in here, too. What with the... It's just werewolf, right? Dire werewolf. Okay, so not even quite the same thing. Thankfully, due to the fact that they do just seem to be resprited. Resprited versions of the. Okay, then. They do seem to be resprited versions of the Rampagers. I do know how to deal with them. Cool. I'm not really gonna be able to do much of anything here now, am I? Wait, are these like actual spikes? Yes, I just saw that. Well, that rat could have also died from natural causes. I guess I can't really say for certain. Still, though. Mermen. Working about as same that they usually do. Still have, you know, blue. Good running directly into that. How embarrassing. Okay. Okay. As much as I'd like to keep, you know, killing every single enemy around this entire area, I do think that might be an issue in the future here. If I... Yeah, keep trying to do that. Alright. Good. What sewer rat dies from natural causes? Unnatural ones. Let's see. Is there anything unique in the cell doors? Because they are given a little bit more pomp and circumstance you would normally see around here, which is interesting just by itself. Gotcha. At least I got enough stats now to take out these things easy enough. Bats once again also... I'm never going to be able to do this, right? Okay, well done. Good chest. Sickles, whatever. I'm not even going to worry about that. Diverse deck Foresight now takes a certain number of enemies killed to recharge. I can't believe they're doing this to me. The door is locked. Well, I mean, locked for about 5 seconds. Alright, so sort of a linear area, but one with like a lot of different stuff. It's very similar to how you do the... Yeah, that was close. Very similar to how they did the version of the... No, the Elite one has the whole volley here, eh? Very similar to how the graveyard works. Okay, there we go. I said that. All right, and let's do this fully and completely. Wait a second. No, I'm using a survival build. Oh my god. Well. No, nothing. It looks suspicious enough. Oh wait, I see. It's the controls for the elevator, of course. Can I get a healed here? Oh no, it's Alucard. Not the real Alucard, of course. This is the fake one that appeared in later games, and not the one that appeared in Castlevania 3, of course. which is kind of the most important thing, really. Yep. Well, actually, man, I know exactly where I'm at right now. Of course. Yes, I tried to. Yeah, of course. They're referencing the shield here. Gotta go get the shield, and gotta go get the shield rod specifically. That's the most important thing. Anyway, Minotaur, or is that the? I'm trying to remember. Was that one the one mini boss that appeared like way more than it probably should have? All right, yeah. Okay, secret right, a value card. Okay, fine. We'll go do that. Don't get hit by that, because I'm guessing that I'm still probably going to get very much hurt by... Oh, yeah, right there. Oh, yeah, and there's the shield right there. Yeah, we'll see if we end up trying that on a skeleton. Ah, dang. Well, I mean, I guess I do have this weapon. Now, it is flint, of course. Alucard shield. Used to attack and melee. Ah, I see. So sort of like probably a little bit more agreeable type of shield compared to, say, using the assault shield, which is more often what I'm up to. Interesting. All right. Yeah, flint. Everybody loves flint. Eh? You cannot hold this out. I'm just noticing that right now. Not that I was really going to anyway, but still. 2, and then it's got a parry. Okay. So that is how that works then. Feels weird not to have the option to hold. I mean, there are shields that exist like that, like the parry shield. No? Let me just, real quick, how does this work? Okay, yeah, it hits enemies. There you are. Excellent. But I guess there are also some... Oh, this is cute. Are also some tricky sort of jumps that these things are creating. I like that they keep the real wobbly nature of the elevator. These things seem like death traps when you're playing Castlevania, of course. Eesh. All right. I am... Oh, legendary item, you say. There we go. Pointless. Ah! Good hit. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to do a little bit more to try and get up there. Oh, okay. Never mind then. I guess I'm not shielding there. Huh. Should have taken YOLO. Well, what I should have done was I should have... they did not look like platforms that would have fallen out from underneath me. I was just going to go jump on there and then use the one charge. You know what else? I'm just taking a look at like what decent sort of... I'd like to use brutality or survival, and I guess that's what I'm going to be doing right now. All right, then. That was dirty. Well, I mean, to be fair... So a mistake I'm only going to make once. All right. Now then. It's also the sort of thing where I would... Yeah. I would, something. I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say. That does look like a trustworthy platform. It did not look like a platform, and I do not remember if there were any specific platforms in Castlevania that usually drop out from under you. I did not remember them looking like that. Anyway, my shots also go through walls, as they do, classic Castlevania style. I only expect that and nothing else. I tried to roll through that, but instead I climbed up on top of the... This is a good example of how generous the roll can be, by the way. That's how that works. Okay. Now then. Castlevania. Shield-based runs. So we do have a new shield now. It's been a little while since we had one introduced, right? I can't even think of the last time that there was a new shield put in the game. I'm also curious as to what the legendary version of that is. Is it the reference to the shield rod thing, the ridiculously overpowered sort of build that created? Because I think that would be pretty good. Also, just... Okay. And let's sell this for good money. Well, actually, no, I'd rather have that instead of Magnetic Grenade. Magnetic Grenade is, in general, of course, not very good. Okay. Thunder Shield was the last one? Wow, was it Thunder Shield? That was like, you know, version 1.1 or something. Oh, so just curious. Nope, it is not, this is not the area that leads to Castlevania. 14 new weapons. I think it's I think that, yeah, like, what is it? 2 new areas, 14 new weapons. There is the alternate mode, which I think, I want to try unlocking that one because I think that one sounds pretty fun. But, you know, pretty much in line with the rest of the DLCs. Ice Shield is more recent. Was it? I thought that might have been 20 new outfits, of course. Yeah, it's like Ice Shield or Legendary Shield, I think, is probably one of the two. Sad that I didn't get to keep my Bat Vol heat, but that does seem to be something of a long area to go through. So, I suppose it's not that unexpected. Ah. Stop getting hit already. It's embarrassing. You're embarrassing me in front of the people that are coming in here for the DLC in the first time. You know, lest you actually go and watch the previous VOD or something. I don't know. I mean, don't do that. Speaking of embarrassing myself. No, I kind of want to keep Oil Grenade. It has a very large area and hits very well. Now, Castlevania, where are you? It seems like it is now another... Remember what you're taking. I'm so used to doing a little bit of that grinding for the new save file thing that I'm not remembering what I'm actually doing here. Yes, Bugjoy. What is it? Did you watch the previous stream? I told you not to. All right, real quick. What are you wearing this time? I'm wearing just the standard outfit because, you know, it's the new DLC thing. We don't need to go with all the wacky stuff for this time, at least. I'm just going to keep this. Or should I? Nah, I mean, I already did. I made my choice. There we are. Oh, taking the blueprint item. That's the hope, at least. But I'm also looking around to see where exactly... Okay, you can see down here that the stairs are clearly leading over here again. Yep. Sort of interesting that it's one of the first areas. So you're telling me that Dracula is going to be a replacement for the tier 1 bosses? I gotta say, I was expecting him to be like endgame, but then again, DLC might be a little bit difficult to get to in that case, and also maybe more importantly than that, we did just have an end boss type of replacement as of last time. Okay, there we go. Yeesh. Because look for the stairs. Yeah, I know, I did, and I found them. Why are you wearing pants? Actually, you know, funny story. The fly broke on my pants today, so my pants are actually like. I had to go the entire day with my fly open. Thankfully, I don't think anybody noticed, or if they did, they didn't say anything. Did you like the option of an even harder level 2 zone? That's what the ossuary used to be. Not anymore, but once upon a time it was. So it's just the holy boxes again? No. These are nice boxes. I'm not wearing the same terrible boxes. Why are we talking about my... And I'm wearing a gray shirt because, like I said, I only have 3 shirts. I only have 3 t-shirts at least. That, you know. Hey, it's actually an incentivized area. How about that? Oh... Yeah, imagine being so fat your fly just bursts out. Yeah. My gigantic fupa just destroyed the zipper on this. Oh, I want to see what you're saying. Dang. I also want the festive outfit because that's a great outfit. Okay, free points, free cells. This is still the new save file, so you know it's kind of worth taking. We'll take disengagement. If I was doing survival, I would obviously be taking other stuff too. Skip dialogue. How was I supposed to know? So people have an easy viewpoint. Oh yeah, where's my crotch on screen? Chat. Really? It's so silly. Anyway, into the incentivized biome. And once again, I must express my disappointment on this. Oh, this opens up after you do it for the first time. That's interesting. So I guess there is like some incremental progress to be made in this area. All right, you know what? What do you got? What are you working with here? Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to... Oh, yeah, that's actually no. No. We got the holy water, of course. I do like that, though. That is, of course, one of my weapons of choice when playing the Castlevanias. I mean, I don't really think that there's too much better unless you're like going for the really gimmicky type of weapons, such as the clock, for example. Yeah, gotta remember that. I gotta remember that arc is very unfriendly to me, and also very different from what I'm used to. Whoo, boy. Get the Attractor up to evolve into Labora. We gotta go do some more Vampire Survivors. Go talk about so much. Go talk about my feet more. I hate this stream. It's a good thing this is not the one that's going to be going up on YouTube. Whoa! Okay. All right, once again, I do know how to parry rampages, and these guys are just rampages, so I should just be doing that. I use the book. Oh, they got the Bible in this one? The Bible? I'm down with that. Bible was one of those ones that never really appeared in like the classic Castlevania games. I mean, I guess it depends on what you consider to be a classic Castlevania game. I want to say NES. But of course, I am very familiar with how it works. After all, Vampire Survivors has made sure of that, if nothing else. Tractor for 10 minutes was a bit... No, I just didn't know. Do you know how much... Look at the thumbnail for Vampire Survivors. Do you know how much is going on screen there? A game which does not have any vampires in it, unlike this one, which does. I'm just gonna, like, stay away from the skeletons for a little bit until I really get used to the... I mean, I know what the classic Castlevania arc is for the skeletons, but still, you know what I'm talking about. I don't have it ingrained into my soul just yet, like every other enemy in this game. All right, this is interesting. I mean, it's not too difficult to figure out or anything, but did trip me out for a second. All right, you open the map like a dozen times. Yeah, and I wasn't looking to see if there were any extra items there. Besides, an Attract Orb looks just like the Suck Orb. You know the one. Oh. Not only is Alucard gone, but he took his entire room with him. I guess I'm kind of impressed. Suck Orb. I don't know what it's called. the item's called Attract Orb. The Suck Orb is called Suck Orb. Anyway. Alright, anyway. Unironically hardest hitting mob in the game. Wait, what is? The skeletons? I'm glad I haven't been hit by them yet. And there already exists a bone in the game. I wonder if they're going to differentiate that, you know, for like the classic sort of being able to have you throw bones. Maybe it's like just going to be called throwing bone. Of course, if that's even anything. Well, what do we got up here? Oh, is that the librarian from Symphony of the Night? The one that was your good friend and did have voice acting. And it was very silly. Yeah, of course. So brutality, yeah, I just noticed this is brutality scaling. Good. Also, look at them floating up and down. Hey, Beer Nail. Yeah, Beer Nail's a good item. It is a good high quality item. Panchaku would not be a bad one either, though. Also, I see we do have the same music as well. So, also a good touch. The Bone Eaters. Jeez. Speaking of Bone Eaters, one's turning into an elite right now. So they're called Throw Masters. All right, now come on, really. Was that the official Konami name that they gave them in the design document? I mean, it's like Yeeters, Throw Masters. That amuses me more than it should. Anyway. All right. Oh. Do they not usually bounce? So what's this new shield do? This is an attack and shield. It does. It's sort of like the assault shield if it didn't throw you forward a ton. So, you know, you can see here, this is me tapping the button because you cannot hold it out. Hey. Whoop. Yeah, so you can see like 2 hits and then a parry. And I don't know if it also works as a parry too. I would guess so, but I guess I can't be entirely certain. Oh. Konami ran the late 90s, early 2000s. They were just calling everything, hey, Manticore. The cat. Also, I am like a millimeter away from stepping on these spikes. Which, when they're on the ground, they sort of blend in a little bit more than they do on the walls. Nope. No, you don't. Get that cat. I mean, I guess I'll try. As it is, I'm too busy fighting bats right now. Once again, they seem to work mostly like... Get out of here, you. Find Castlevania enemies. Hey. And I walked right into it again because it was slightly obscured by... You know, and I'm just going to make sure I don't die a second time. That was already embarrassing enough. Okay, yep, that definitely does still parry things. Good. But... I like this setup here. Alright, Throw Master, let's go. Kitty only has Asumi sometimes. It'll still sit still every once in a while. I don't even know where it went right now. I feel like getting MIPS or something in the Mario to 64s. Also, I'm just noticing right now, yeah, the skeletons, instead of exploding into blood, do explode into bones. Also a good touch. All right. Now then. Went down the hall you ignored? Well, yeah, because I was looking at other places. Not here to go play like a Jump King where you gotta go get the bird or whatever. This is a reference we all enjoy. Yeah. Oh. Ribboned key. Bye. It's a harpy. Now, is there another thing that I can get? Yep, okay, it is a harpy. That is a classic harpy. Yep, and that's going to be... I mean, it seems like it does have a pretty notable wind-up to the attacks, but still, like, geez. Okay. Let's get that Pure Nail working for me here. Oh, still a key from the cat. Didn't even give him food. Yeah, well, you don't have cat food. All right, what do you got? Because I'll take anything pretty much right now. I kind of need just something to work. And getting, like, Fire Grenade might be a good combo, but... Like I said, I'll also take anything. Okay, the Trident and the Poison Prismatic deck. It's a pretty good combo. You know, I haven't really done too much with the Trident because I just found that a little bit cumbersome to try and use. Maybe that would be one to check out. Because, yeah, I mean, maybe they even combine that with, like, open wounds and everything. You get both bleeding, poisoned. If you can just get, like, any sort... I did it again. If you can get any sort of synergy to either bleeding or poisoned, or both, of course, it's like that would be probably pretty good. Can't quite tell what that one's supposed to be. Yeah, try them with open wounds. And you can do both. Like, why not do both? Bone and poison does the same thing. Well, I mean, bone you still have to get a pretty big... Okay, now I'm actually prepared for this. Bone, you actually have to get a pretty big... you have to do the full combo to get that to work. Trident, you can start that up kind of early, and... You can start that one up kind of early and then run into enemies with it instead, which I think makes that a little bit easier to use. Sort of the way I look at it. Again, that is something to try out. Of course, needless to say, right now I'm going to be checking out some of these new items. And how they work, like the holy water. Like, I gotta go get Labora here. Alright. This looks important. Indeed. I haven't had to parallel park in years. Trying to remember what reference to. Feel like I should get that one, but I don't. Ooh, there's also some cells up here, which I'm gonna go get because this being the new save file still actually can use some cells. It's good of Dracula to put a few of those in here. However that even works. You know, I was sort of expecting to go through like a portal or something when you initially started this out. But it's like, no, it's just kind of still on the island here, isn't it? All right. Oh, also has the dash too, eh? Good stuff. All right, that's going to be something to remember in the future. That's going to be something to remember in the future. All right, then. All right. Got hit by the bone flinger. It didn't seem to be hit too hard. No, it didn't seem too bad, but I'm also working with a little bit tankier build than I was last time, too. Hey, I recognize you, Cactus. Okay. So we still have a few palette swap type of enemies in here as well. Now then. Unless they have some other tricks up their sleeve, that is. Which I don't know, maybe they do. Alright. Castlevania is a creature of chaos. Yeah. It changes every single time you go into it. That's why you can't have a map of the place. Man. Anyway. Okay. And there, I just got hit by the bone again. I still do have the Castlevania-esque. No? Still do have the Castlevania-esque food stuffs on, too. Ow. Did I really get hit that quickly by the harpy there? Come on now. Spike Shield is the way to go. Spike Shield is good. I was expecting it to be on a different island. I don't even know how that would work. I mean, if you saw the ending to the previous DLC. Armor Knight. Yep. Come on, I can do this. Right there. Yeesh. Still, though, at least I managed to take him out easy enough. So, now let's take a look at how huge this entire place is. It's pretty big. It is rather large. Now, ride new gargoyle to the island. Yes, of course. Get picked up by the, I'll take it. So let's see. Well, actually, no, I'm just going to keep this for right now. I think the poison on the pure nail is probably going to be pretty good just by itself. All right. Is this your first run? At least the Castlevania DLC. Thus far. We'll see. No, that's normal. Look, I've talked so much about the absurdity. Have you seen some of the areas inside the castle that are literally made out of bone? It's like it's some blood here is least of your concern. Really. Can I get you? And I said that a lot with playing Hollow Knight and everything too, where there's what was the thing I always say? It's like, yeah, 1 skull is scary, 5 skulls is terrifying, but 300 skulls is just absurd. All right, we in the Castlevania? Not yet. That's clearly the next area. And then I'm betting a fight against Dracul himself. At least that's what I'm thinking. Now the real question though is, where exactly do I use this key? Probably in the key door right over here. Wow. Hey, it me. Yep. Re-outfit. Of course. Well, I guess that's probably good. Hello, cat. Nosferatu. No, you know what you would be... Uh-huh. No, you know what you would be fighting here? Huh. Never mind. All right, so let me take a look. Someone Maria's cat on your shoulder likes to leave and go wander around, scratching enemies' crosses. Got you, Amari. Can be reactivated to make the cat jump in front of you, dealing critical damage. Some good stuff there, potentially. Also, what's in the 4-cell door? I mean, obviously, I made it in here. Okay, it's just a choice area, which is not in here really interesting me too much. Maria's cat is similar to the leg hugger otherwise. I mean, I guess that makes sense. It's like well, you know, or like the mushroom boy, or any one of the various pets that you have around you, where it just seems to like follow you around and deal damage to enemies. It's also got this sort of, yes, flurry of slashes can be reactivated. Oh, once again, it does sound like Gatiamari, pretty much, which is to say, unreliable. Dracula's Castle. I wonder what you would normally call. Is that the normal name that you would call it? I think it's normally called Demon Castle Dracula. Oh, is it survival scaling? I didn't even see. Let me take a look at that real quick. Because that is interesting. It is. Look at like the different images for how it does stuff. Anyway, 8 minutes, but I spent way too long in that previous area. And of course, I got the... I mean, we've already... I can't believe that a single Twitter account has this much hold on video games as they exist. Anyway. It me. Holy water on the ground. Survival and brutality. Creates a pillar on top of that. I suppose that's no surprise there. Well, as much as I'd like to have Catalyst, especially for, you know, basic synergy stuff. Seems like a good idea to keep this. Alright, so it's like a much larger area. Dealing fire damage. Creating pillar fire, dealing damage quickly, and burning enemies it heats. I should also probably use the rest of the cells here, too. Yeah, where's the Maria outfit? Covered in a bunch of animals that she likes to summon, as we all know. There's almost a... I mean, this also does do burn, as it says. It's not like... It does multiple things, evidently. More than one at a time, it seems. Oh, I don't have open wounds on this save file yet. That's right. Well, anything else? Sure. Why not? Anyway. How many hours do you have in this game? Let me see real quick. So we're currently looking at 2,061.3 hours. So, you know, doing good. Notice every DLC has a pet. Guess that was a theme they wanted to go for? I don't know. Holy water looks fun. We'll see how well it works, though. In Dracula's Castle. I mean, let me see. Kind of a fairly large... Hey, it's a Buick. Now. Got it. Now, get the cat out here. Yeah, okay, these things are actually, like, pretty fast and frightening. So I guess that's going to be something to keep in mind for the future. As it were. Now, as for everything... Now, as for, like, the bone throwers and everything. What were they called? What did they call them in the previous area? They were just, like, bone throwers, right? 8-hour stream? Okay, well... Yeah, okay. Okay, this is actually, like, seemingly a fairly difficult area for literally the first part of the game. Throw boys. Oh, okay. Called throw boys. Throw boys. Well, obviously, I'm going to keep the standard sort of the build that has all the new has all the new stuff anyway. Oh, hi. Hello. Are you the axe armor? Because axe armors, of course, have already existed in the game as the cleavers. They're obviously not literally the ones from Castlevania, but yeah, they seem to be here now. Okay. All right, not even bad. Nope. Seem to be at least easy enough to knock out of their animation. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, got you. And executed right there thanks to cat. Good. Got some good cat action going on here. All right, then. Oh. Now, then. Use most of my potion flask. I mean, yeah, that's currently what I'm looking at. And probably not going... And, I mean, it's not like I'm going to be able to get back any of the potion charges. I am currently at, you know... Okay. I'm just trying to blitz down the viewers before they're even able to do damage to me at this rate. Because they are hard to predict, at least for me right now. Okay. Now, do I want to go up here, or do I want to explore a little bit more of the castle first? I guess I'll go up there and see if it's... Yeah. Okay, no, it does not lead me directly into something. Alright, ow. And I did manage to survive that. Now then. Ugh. This is, again, like a second area of the game, which is sort of surprising. Right? Hey, how did I not get that parry there? Hey, you know there's a werewolf in here? Anyway. Where's the Vorpan? Vorpan 9. As viewers irks me unreasonably. Fine, Balrogs. There we are. Well, I guess this is at least something. He's got a chef's hat on. It's pretty good. Not enough for 50% heal, but I can do better than that, right? I think that's obvious. Okay, as if I have enough gold. I will have enough gold by the end of this. Oh, come on, because I did the... Because I parried one but not the other. I do see what appears to be a Medusa head in the background, which in some ways I guess is kind of surprising that that hasn't appeared just yet. Given that it's, you know, one of the most iconic enemies of the Castlevania. Okay, anyway, enough of that. Okay. Have you played any actual Castlevania games? Yeah, I've played Castlevania 1, 2, 3, Circle of the Moon, Aria of Sorrow, the Harmony of Dissonance, or whatever the other one was on the GBA. All the GBA ones, all the DS ones. I played Bloodstained on the channel. What else? Oh, yeah, Symphony of the Night, I did play that one. Super Castlevania 4. Hey, thank you, Shippy, by the way, for the sub. I love you, as always. There were DS Castlevania games? Yeah, there was Dawn of Sorrow, Order of Ecclesia, and Portrait of Ruin. And I played all of those, and I 100%ed all. How could you not know the one from? How could you not know the one from Shinoa is from? Okay, enough getting amused by that portrait. Okay. Ugh. Hey, Poyo Power. This is not the time to be using Poyo Power. No. All right, so it seems like there's just kind of like a nice little upper area here. Aria Sorrow and Bloodlines are my favorite. I never played Bloodlines. That was the Genesis one, right? Where you weren't even in Dracula's castle. You like went all over Europe for some reason. I remember that was also the one with like the boss that just tried to create a bunch of water in the area. You know, that they reference in Vampire Survivors with that one Reaper. The fear of being wet. Okay, got at least 2 there. All right. Oh, a very goofy, nonsensical one. And also one that was just like made of gears that was in like a German factory from World War I or something. A goofy game. But yeah, Portrait of Ruin. Portrait of Ruin had a lot of references to that game in particular. With the vampire twins being the daughters of one of the main characters from Bloodlines. Okay, it's just one of those Harry Potter portraits. Of I guess, like a succubus. Ah, cat versus dog. Let's go. Okay, okay. No Mercy doing good work out here? Yes. Can you scale the eastern wall? You know, I didn't try it. Maybe I should. Yeesh. Yeah, that column, the column of fire there actually working out for me. I'll take that too. Stop that. Hey, you, cut that out. Okay, critical damage is I'm just trying to see. It's like I'm hearing the critical damage hit, and I'm not quite sure what it is doing. But yes, anyway, let's take a look. Hey, thank you, Stu, for the sub. I love you, as always. Yeah, let's take a look. No, it's not looking like there's much of anything up here. Maybe. Hard to say. All right, they're only called succubus when in the country that develop public transport. In USA, it's a I can't read that. I'm sorry, your terrible pun is going to have to go unrecognized. There we go. Or like some sort of... we got buses in America, we just don't use them. All right. Yep, I expect that. Now, there's no way that I'm going to be able to go and get the... I'm going to be able to go and get the potion charge before this, am I? Well, I can make it work. Absolutely. I still don't understand the cat after using it. And it seems like you just want to have the cat jump on your back and do critical damage when you can. Otherwise, it just kind of like lazily attacks things. It's going to be less than effective a lot of the time. Well, like this. There you go. All right. Just going to keep doing this over and over until I win. Hey, what's in the one cell door? How's the DLC going? We're doing the first inaugural run of ye old Castlevania DLC. Hey, a giant killer. Given that I am just about to go fight Dracul himself, I think that that's not even a bad idea right now, and I'll take that too. Haunted armor outfit. I don't know if I would wear this, but, well, I gotta. All right. Holy water, of course, going to be taking them down quick. Now, does that also do... I'm just curious. It's like, what is burning, or what is the oiling up enemies? You know, enemies all oiled up. I think it's a cat. Hey, look at this guy right here. Anyway. Cudgel. No, I'm going to keep Alucard's shield. Even though, yeah, and I'm not looking too much for a shield that does damage. It's just a little guy over here. A little guy. Let's do it. For gore, what? We have a kitty in the game now? Yes. I managed to get in the previous section. Now, I forgot to look at the dialogue again. Got this. And we also got haunted armor. It's almost as if you weren't alone inside of it. No, it's not. I mean, as we all know, for whatever reason, the one time that you could play as living armor, that was like two different characters. There was like a woman inside of the armor, but then the armor could also talk. That was back in Portrait of Ruin, by the way. Is the DLC out? I believe it's out, because I didn't do anything special to get it, as far as I know. At least I don't think so. All right, what am I even going to do here? Here, give me 10% extra health, sure. And after all, it's not like I'm going to be able to do too much of anything else here. We got the big yeah, we got the big climb. I was wondering if they were going to do that. And they did. Now, is there also secrets up on top of here too? Oh. Okay, then. Good luck. Well, I mean, we'll see. I expect to be fighting a boss here after all. Is it death? It's death. Hey, It's me. Okay, I see. Oh, got bloody tears here, too. So use all my things. Okay, yeah, it's that move. All right, then, sure. Like 0 damage? I mean, to be fair, I'm not really working on a very particularly powerful type of things. I don't even have the Forge upgrade fully, is what I'm trying to say. It's still a new save file. You've been deathed. Ooh, bone. Oh, a bone. Oh, don't mind if I do. Damage cap at 5%. I mean, that's what it's been previously. I don't know if that is still the case. All right, then. Now, then. Keep going along with this here. And see if I can't go get another blueprint. I bet I can. All right. We're doing this one for real. Anyway. Death has an even edgier double scythe. I mean, I think that Death had that same scythe all the way back in at least, what, Aria of Sorrow? I still had that same scythe. I mean, hell, I think the playthrough that I did of Aria of Sorrow on the channel, I had that as a thumbnail for that fight in particular. It's just like the original one was just Death, you know, like flying around the area while summoning a bunch of small sickles all over the place. Needless to say, that is not the same thing here. Never seen nor played a Castlevania game. Really? You didn't even watch my playthrough of Aria of Sorrow? I did it 100% and then ended by reviewing how all the souls worked by the end. In one very bizarre sort of overly long sequence. I can't believe you didn't watch it. And I didn't get the Chaos Ring for some reason. I still don't know why that was. Okay. New outfit? You know, there is a new outfit. You did? I swear, everybody here needs to be watching all of my series all the time. Why aren't you all watching all of the content that I put out? Death and Aria of Sorrow is a big difficulty spike, one of my favorite bosses of all time. It was a pretty fun one. I don't remember him being... I remember him being very similar to the one that existed in here. Y'all should sub to my channel right now. That's where I'm going to put up the good. That's where I'm going to put out the good. Oh, I get ahead for this one. Yep, still about as weird as ever. That's where I'm going to be putting up the good content, not the bad content like you have right now. Think I have any attention span for 40-minute episode series? Yes. You're watching the stream now, aren't you? Like this last stream I did was like 4 hours long. And for Casual Penis Sunday. That was, you know, it was exactly what it sounded like. You have a point? Exactly. By the way, wait, I do want to go get I do want to go continue getting more blueprints. Bloops, if you will. And then, yeah, kind of go from there. Watching? That's okay. Yeah, okay. Let's be real. You don't watch any of the thing. You don't watch any content that I put out. You just throw it on your second monitor as you're doing other things, as you're like drawing or something. Most likely, right? Oh, come on now. No, BLUEPS, not bloopers. Come on now. They're not bloopers. For some reason, streams feel different. I don't understand how streams feel any different. I literally do them in the exact same format with no differences in any way. Now, anyway, Casual Penis Sunday. Anyway. Speaking about that again. Ugh. Okay. So far, the Castlevania items fit Casual Penis Sunday, sadly. Well, I mean, the game didn't come out on Sunday, so my hands are tied there. Can't really do anything about that. Can't go back in time unless you want me to wait until next Sunday for the next Casual Penis Sunday. Freaky Fellatio Friday. Yes, the movie where Lindsay Lohan switches places with her mom and gives her a blowjob. I'm sorry I said that, everybody. How do you have tier 4 starting weapons? Is that a 5 boss cell thing? Yes, you do get higher level weapons if you are on higher difficulty. So it's to kind of give you a little bit more of a fighting chance. Okay, there's where the blueprint is. I like the Maria skin. It's good. It's a good look. I would have watched that. I'm sure you can probably find something somewhere online. Let's go type in body swap into the tags. And I'm sure one of them has fellatio. Anyway. They added stairs. They did. Truly, this is the biggest improvement to the entirety of Deadcells. Yes, yes, yes. You are the dawn here to banish this horrible night. This terrible night? The morning sun has come to banish this terrible night. There we go. I remember the quote. Oh, real thing only. Oh, I didn't think that you were gonna like. I don't like. You really want to watch? Do you really want to watch? You know, live action stuff? Come on, come on. All I know is horrible night. You didn't play the entirety of Castlevania 2? I did. I did. Okay, so what are we looking at this time for some bloops? Hey, you're not a Castlevania enemy. Well, I suppose I could probably go like the Warwelf. That'd be something. Damn, the music slaps. Castlevania music always slaps. Ah, and we got Bloody. I mean, it's funny to think Bloody Tears for the Bloody Tears was the daytime theme for, of course. Oh, is that legendary holy water? Hey, everybody, shut up for a second. I'm gonna go record something for the YouTube series. Okay, that should be good for for adding into a future sort of thing. So it's just straight up the super art version of Holy Water. He even muted us. Yeah, it's true. I muted you by not looking at chat. Streamer told us to shut up. Yeah, well, do you blame me? Oh wow. Oh wow. Neat. Yeah. Do you mind? Oh my god, oh, okay. So, first off, I'm noticing right now, you know, I was saying before that it's just like the fact he could jump on stairs is totally inaccurate to the games, but this is actually pretty accurate to the games. It's fun. No, you don't. Oh, so it actually needs to, like, hit them. Hydrostorm, that's what it's called. Probably more importantly, it also has like generates a shield when used, so the whole like slight little bit of waiting time you got on that is made much more palatable with that. All right. Yeah, that like yeah. Okay, fine. All right. Do have to be a little bit cautious here. Oh my god, I got hit by it twice again. Alright, anyway. Spam Hydrostorm and kill death. We'll see how that works. Oh. Alright. Okay, there we go. Just trying not to die stupidly here before I even like basically start the run, as it were. Merman. I mostly remember the thing with these guys is that they would all have like single hit point and appear completely en masse everywhere, forever. What do you want a Pokeball? What do you want a Chad, what do you want me to Pokeball? Use the orb on the bat? I already did that. I was... That was close. I already did that. I got the bat storm. Storm of bats. But I wasn't able to commit it to thing. Whichever gives the whip. I don't know what gives the whip. I mean, whip. Skeleton whips are a thing in the Castlevania. I don't know if that's necessarily true here too, though. Ah, bro. Oh no, you just died. No, I didn't. Shut up. Come on now. Well, whatever. Let's go get this stupid blueprint here. Ugh! I should really probably switch out the main attacking weapon here at this rate. Bats again. Yo no. Anyway. It's a pretty decent weapon to normally get. Oh, this is a pretty decent weapon to normally get the lifesteal thing on, but you do actually need to dodge enemies, which is hard. And I refuse to do it. All right, enough of this nonsense. So anyway, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Throw boys? Sure. Let's do throw boys. Here he comes. He's throwing. Oh, he's throwing for content. Look out, everybody. Okay, so they do actually need to be like slightly near you. Oh, dang, died too quickly. Do actually need to be slightly. They do actually need to be like on the same x-axis, it seems, to get the proper to get them to be hurt by Hydrostorm. Thank you for reminding me what the name was, because I totally forgot about that. I never played any of the games with the super arts for the secondary weapons. Only the normal ones. This is pretty good. I love that they really did put that one in there. Damn it, I did it again. It's hard to see the spikes on the ground. I can see the ones on the walls easy enough, but whatever. Bruh. It's gonna be the slasher thing again. What's gonna be the slasher thing? Anyway. Synergy with Bat Company and Bat Company. Okay, come on. It's called Bat Volley. Bat Company was the first boss in... Oh, is that 70 of the Night? The giant bat is a classic enemy in, of course, the... Bah. Everybody get wrecked. And I do like that, yeah, despite being that, it still does cause burning too, regardless. What a goofy, what a goofy legendary. Makes sense. Was it Dawn of Sorrow? Wait, wasn't Dawn of Sorrow the first boss, flying armor? Because I remember that was one of the first ones you think. Watching me run into spikes? Good! This is top tier content. I don't know what you're talking about. That and talking about, like, Freaky Friday porn parodies. Oh, that was close. Okay then, please. All right, you know what? I want to go get the Toss Boys here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Press the wrong button. I want to see what the Toss Boys got to go give me for stuff. Small spikies. I mean, to be fair, I don't think that's an unreasonable thing for many games I've played. Okay, here. Bro. Now then. Still too much HP, eh? How am I not at... There we go. It's the cross. Of course it's the cross. It's a good one. I definitely want to go unlock that one ASAP, because I love the cross in Castlevania. Holy Water is still my favorite, of course, because that is what I beat original death with. Yeah. No, I said that correctly. I don't know why I second-guessed myself. Okay, of course. I mean, it's like, I don't know, it's either that or like knife or something, and I don't think they're gonna put... The throwing knives already exist in this game. Legendary cross. We can figure out what that is as soon as I go get Wish or something. I'm probably going to go do a, YouTube video. I'm going to go, like, unlock all the new weapons. I'm going to go unlock all the new outfits. And then we're also going to, at the same time, bro, also going to see what all the legendary versions are. Hard Light Sword, as much as I do like that, and as much as it... Hey! As much as I do like that, and as much as it has really, worked out well for me and everything, I am currently... There we go. I am currently trying to, go for beating the video game. Anyway. Alright, give me those, give me them cells. At least unlock that cross. Proc disengagement with one hit. Yeah, there's a one hit protection in the game. I talked about. I'm glad that you don't get hurt by landing on top of the elevator. I mean, that is, of course, more of a Hollow Knight thing, but still. Alright. Look, I'll be able to heal up just fine. Nice. Doing good. Feeling fine. Whew! These Skull Boys are scary. I just gotta throw down my Fiery Rain, we'll be told. I love Hydro Storm. That's such a good reference. Alright. Yep. Take you out. Are there any OP new weapons? I mean, I don't know if it's OP, but Holy Water here, the legendary version, does Hydro Storm from the games, which is pretty fun just by itself. Other than that, we also got like a new pet here, which I'm enjoying quite a bit, Cat. So in case you were ever wondering if we're going to get like some more traditional types of pets, not just Mushroom Boys or whatever, I don't know. What's wrong with Mushroom Boy? No, but yeah, there's a cat too. Has a cooldown of 2 minutes? No, it doesn't. Although it does only hit enemies that are on the same, like, X-plane as you. Yeah. Doc, you're my favorite Italian restaurant. Well, yeah, I mean, you can get anything you want when you're on this stream. White wine, red wine. Is this Billy Joel reference doing anything for anybody? This is doing a lot for me, because I love Billy Joel. Anyway, Hydro Storm. Send it out, baby. Get it going. All right. Why are you not talking about disengagement? What about disengagement? It's active again. And it's good. I don't know. Oh, disengagement has a 2-minute cooldown. Oh, yeah. It does, but it's fine. It's enough. Mushroom Boy is your child, not a pet. Yeah, my child that I occasionally sacrifice in blood rituals to avoid having to fight a boss. And that's why I'm never going to have children, folks. Ugh. God, I hate you all. Anyway, especially you, skeleton. Anyway, what else is a child good for? Well, I'm never going to find out. Because once again, I think if you say that you would sacrifice your child in a blood ritual, then you are prevented from having children. Just, I don't know who is going to enforce that, but surely somebody. There we go. Emergency food source. Now, come on. I talked a lot about, like, you just cannot eat people because of the risk of, like, various bloodborne diseases, especially, like, prion-based ones. It has been a problem before. You gotta really make absolutely sure that there's absolutely no question as to where your human meat is sourced from. I do like having the shield on there. It does help quite a bit. Okay. Infringes upon my religious freedom, I'm morally obligated to sacrifice my firstborn. No, you don't. You just need to, don't worry. When you start to do that, God will stop you and be like, haha, JK. And you're like, but I almost killed my son. They're like, yeah, it was pretty funny though. No, we're talking about cannibalism again. This is the vampire series, to be fair now. Dried human turkey. Now, come on. Oh, really? I think we all know human meat's probably better than turkey. And I love turkey. Oh, you can't actually jump through the bottom of those, eh? Well, anyway. There, we're back up to full health. I still had to use 2 flask charges, which is absurd, but here we are. Oh. Bible stream. Oh, yeah, we got the Bible coming up here, too. Somebody said something about that being in this thing. You change the food stuff to Castlevania, and you know it. Of course I did. Doing 2 times damage throughout this entire thing is maybe not the best idea. All right, which one are we doing? We're doing the Dracul or we're doing the Bat Volley? Probably the Bat Volley. That's a dumb quote. Oh, what? I mean, to be fair, the cross is pretty effective on Dracul because, you know, you just throw it right at his head and have it whack him in the face a bunch of times in a row. All right, let's get the Bat Volley. 10 bats. Okay, that's a lot of bats that deal critical damage once they've gone through at least 1 target. So sort of like a version of that there. I mean, I guess technically I would be able to get a colorless version of this. Eh. Thank you, Vixian, by the way, for the sub. I love you. As always, you know this. You know it, you love it. Let's do that. Let's do... I guess that. I should really get a different weapon. I feel like I'm hurting myself quite a bit. Okay, Midas Blood, because I know there's a food shop in this upcoming area. Oh. Watch the food theory? Just bite off your fingers. Wait, what? Watch a food theory video that proves flesh tastes like chicken. It really doesn't. I mean, we've all talked about it. This is an old Futurama bit where it's just like, where it's just like, the only reason we don't eat humans because it tastes lousy. Okay, it still hits pretty hard even if you're holding out the shield. Note to self. All right then. Oh yeah, by the way. Oh, you open up the cape and everything too. That's goofy. I'm kind of surprised it's not just the standard fireball. But then again, I guess pyrotechnics already exists in the world of Deadcells. It's not quite the same thing, but it's close to the same thing. Freezing enemies with a parry. I should keep in mind that I do in fact have that on there. I see that it seems like after the first time that I was in this area, they have switched it up to have some different enemies. That works for me. But I don't remember like the Arbalesters and the Guardian Knights being in here previously. What's the legendary affix? Hydrostorm. It completely and totally changes how the weapon actually works, so it does this instead. Which is pretty good, but like it is completely and totally different. Yep. Okay. Oh, there's the rain and risk of rain, as we all know, and I'll say this every single time. It is of course referring to the shower of different of different chests and whatnot that falls onto the earth. Yeah. After the destruction of the cargo, ship. There we are. The what is it? The SS Guiding Light. What's it called? All right, bat him up. Batter up. Unfortunately, the bat swarm does not really have that much of a synergy with the baseball bat. Oh. Can the bat animation be interrupted, or do you have to let them all out? Oh man, hey, thank you, Happy Fixian, for the 10 gifted subs, by the way. Hope you're enjoying ridiculous DLC going on here. I am. No, it seems like you do have to do the entire animation. I couldn't roll out of it there, at least as far as I could tell. Contact light, thank you. Also, once again, thank you, Happy Fixian, for the sub. I love you. But it does also seem like enemies can maybe destroy the bats. Sort of looked like I was doing that with the armor there. Okay, Hypixian, you absolute legend. Hypixian's been an OG on the channel. Been very generous that entire time. Always got to thank for that. Oh, which was a weird sentence to say, but I'm concentrating too hard. Yeah. So it is a little bit risky because you are kind of locked into an animation there. Might be the sort of thing that they end up changing up eventually. What's the most American... Oh, really? Okay. I see. All right. What was I saying here? Well, yeah, what's the most American thing in Deadcells? The Bastille outfit, of course. It's red, white, and blue. In reference to America, of course. I mean, like, what else would you choose? What is this? Okay, yeah, whatever. You two, totally fine. Just don't get hit by the bombs. No, totally not. I thought you would say a weapon. You find the machete and pistol. Oh, my. Good direction there, by the way. Also, okay. I'm alive for now. Oh, what other firearms are there? Machete and pistol is the only one that I can really think of. There's not like a proper gun that exists in the game, which is something that I always point out. But even though, you know, I like the assault shield, but I don't really like the assault shield all that much. I'm gonna sell it. Does he have a carbine? I don't know. I don't think gas guns are. I see the stairs are a little bit buggy, by the way. If you can bonk them right through them. Oh yeah, Hard Light Sword does have the gun. That is true. Whoa, okay, you are not kidding. Unfortunately, that means I need to go use another potion charge. All right, it's like the really stairs. Yeah, the sort that you can clip through really easily. Something about the fact that this is like, you know... Okay. Let me just go sit right in the middle of here for one moment. Okay. Oh. Gone through a couple magical... Hey! Take you out here. Gone through a couple magical stairs myself. Do you have stairs in your house? This is the... Oh no, you can't. Okay, I just want to talk to myself for 1 second. Hey, Doc, you can't reference the terrible secret of space. Nobody knows what that is anymore. Are you sure? Because that was a pretty funny, dumb video. No, nobody knows what that is. Okay, fine. All right, I'm back. had to have a little tete-a-tete there with myself. The Cinematech? I don't even... Was that Cinematech? I don't even know. Alright. That is like 2003 meme video chic, by the way, if you're unaware. We are talking early 2000s videos. It's alarmingly familiar. I'm sure you could probably go find on YouTube or something somewhere, but wherever the hell I watched it originally probably no longer exists. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah, that little bit of lag time on there. The terrible secret of space. How many other extremely stare-relevant videos memes from 30 years ago can I reference? All right. Just give one little smack there. That works. Oh. Now we're gonna go talk about Tally Hall music videos, like the Banana Man. Okay. There we are. I will actually take this. V has exactly 3 less viewers than you right now. Just go raid him after this. That'll be a good time to do it. Although I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be doing this at least for some time here. Probably at least get all the blueprints. If nothing else, check out all the new items. Okay. Yeah, well, you know what he doesn't have? He doesn't have these sick ancient 20-year-old meme references. I assume. I hope not. Oh, your base. Zero Wing actually just came out on Steam. So in case you want to go relive, I mean, I guess it actually doesn't have the arcade. It's like the Genesis version, so it doesn't have the arcade cutscenes in it though. Or Gex. Gex is also 30 years old. 20 years old. 25 years old. Ooh. Okay. I can keep going for at least 4 more hours. Yeah, let me just go break out my vodka or whatever. We can just go all night here. Woo. Really gotta make sure that I'm using these bats carefully. Woof. I can't believe I'm still using the ×2 bone. With Dracula. Got the parry. Got the parry again. We're all good. Oh, extremely. What's the deal with this castle? It's me, Jerry Seinfeld. This is not what Jerry Seinfeld looks like. Please don't say. Please don't sue me, Mr. Seinfeld. Okay. I didn't mean to besmirch your good name. Now kill him. You too. Just get all the Castlevania items out here. You can also see the 4 runes pretty easily in here too, which I appreciate. I like this guy. I still like this guy. All right. Jerry Seinfeld is goofy. I mean, you're opening up a dangerous sort of line of thinking, which is to say, what characters would each of the Seinfeld, which Disney characters would each of the Seinfeld characters correspond to? Yeah, send the bats. The bats. Viewers on the left side, and that's on the right. And I'm stuck here in the middle with you, bro. Please. All right. Extremely Jerry Seinfeld voice. I really cannot have this weapon. Really cannot have. Oh, that was close. I really cannot have this weapon for. Are you kidding me? Yeah! Bats, please protect me! The rainwater, protect me! Whatever else I have here, I'm not entirely sure. All right. What is this area? Oh, this is Castlevania 2, Camellia. Yep. Oh, Camellia, truly you cry bloody tears. Anyway, now before I get killed by enemies spawning in this area, I get that reference. There's a legend. There's a cursed chest in here. I'm not going to do that. Nasty AF. Well, you didn't play Castlevania 2 then, clearly. It's like one of the 3 bosses that exist in that game. All right, how you doing, Tracker? Can't really get a hold of those stairs, eh? I get it. Anyway, Seinfeld is obviously Mickey. George is Donald. I was thinking George being Donald, and Elaine is Maleficent? Really? Maleficent? I don't know about that. Okay, there's also apparently something up here, too. No. We should. Castlevania 2, of course, does get a lot of guff, but it is a decent game. Hey, everybody. It's me, Dr. Inferno Firebird, turning my hat backwards to tell you Castlevania 2 is really not that bad. It's rough in some places, of course, but all right. Elaine is hot. Yeah. All right, how you doing? I did say that I do kind of need something to not have me taking 2 times damage. It even's got it as the momentary pause there, too. Critical space when spinning in place or on the way back. Very similar to the boomerang, but of course like a little bit easier to control. Also doesn't fly directly back at you, which means that it can be, used as you do with, the Castlevania one. Also you get sound effects. Outfit, Maria Renard outfit. Classic Castlevania character. No! No. Not the time. Now, what else can I do? Fire. Oh, I don't even have any more money. Fine then. All right. Still want to take disengagement. I think I am going to take soldier's resistance, and then I don't know. Vengeance maybe. That can always help. You do get like the little voice clip. That's silly. All right, back to it. Just drag me down below, down to the Devil's Show, to be his guest forever. No, I mean pay cells for a new outfit. Oh yeah, I probably should have done that. Rip 101 cells. Whatever. Elaine is a pixelated tsundere. What do you mean pixelated? All right. 101 cells is not that much. That's about as many cells as Dalmatians. Hello, Death. It's me, again. Okay, fine. And then, what does it do? Okay, so you have like a close range sort of. Yeah. All right, then. Fine. Also, it seems like every time it hits me, it gets a something, an orb, which is probably bad. Oh, okay, I see. Hey, there we go. There's the mini sides. That's the classic Death that I know and love. God, okay. I really need to just like. Okay, fine then. He's gonna hit me. Oh, great. Hi. Hit me. Legendary Holy Water. Oh, look at that. Legendary Holy Water does good damage. It does. Imagine not taking YOLO. Why do you need YOLO? I have disengagement. Get dunked on. All right. Well, I do have other outfits to try out and everything too. Besides, there's also plenty more blueprints to go get. Anyway, and needless to say, I mean, I don't know if you've been seeing like some of the bosses from the last. Oh, do I not have another one unlocked? I guess not. No, whatever. We'll keep going with the Maria one. Yeah, Simon's outfit, but maybe it just appeared earlier in the list and I didn't notice. That is actually a distinct possibility. Let me see. Because I expect it to be like, you know, one of the later ones, but could be. Yeah, I think it's just unlock the blueprints. Unlock. We still got to go unlock it proper though, unless it's way down here or something. Nope. All right then. We'll keep Maria for right now. Continue on here. Hey, we got more healing. Maybe I should just go for that again. Actually, don't really like any of the starts here, but at the same time, I will take this. I don't hate this. Rapier 2, but 2 times damage. Yeah, it's like laser. Would laser glaive be particularly good in this case? I don't know. Right. Oh, I have no idea. Any YOLO enjoyers? And clearly the answer is no. NOLO. NOLO to the YOLO. Alright. Got one good hit there. Still have not gotten a main hand weapon yet. Have gotten a shield, which is interesting, but not a main hand. I enjoyed YOLO until I got disengagement. Exactly. See, that's why I took disengagement. See, y'all are making fun of me here, but you know what's up. All right. Don't be a fool-o. Don't use YOLO. Unless you're like very early in the game. Then absolutely use YOLO. So we're just going to ignore the way that I did not even make that work at all. The rhyming scheme did not even function a little bit. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Well, we got stairs over here. Good old stairs. In some ways, I do enjoy just how ridiculously broken stairs are. That's some good stuff. All right, if I am going full-on survival this time, I think I might keep the Spike Edge Shield. Because I do quite enjoy that Spike Edge Shield. Take both, you know, or I could take other things. How about that? What if I did that sort of thing? All right, do that. At least there's enough doors in this place. And there aren't stairs to try and ruin the entire thing. I'm still surprised that people actually were even able to recognize the terrible Secret of Space references here. It's just like that is honestly shocking to me that anybody even remembers that. It's like hamster dance tier sort of references here. Gilded Yumi? I don't have a Gilded Yumi unlocked on the save file. This is still the new save file because I'm going to use the other save file for the good YouTube content. YouTube content. The good kind. Anyway, give me the cat. Give me the cat. Underestimate the age of their viewers. I feel like I don't. Chat, how old are you? You have to tell me, otherwise it's entrapment. No, but, And also if you're a cop. Yes, exactly. 37. Okay. Yeah, see, exactly, because I knew if I was going to ask, then everybody's getting banned here. Age of balding? Hey, me too. Don't even worry about it. Just shave that head and live life as a bald, beautiful man, a BBM, as I like to call them, and you'll be much better off for it. 69, nice. Can I get a little bit more money? I don't want to go curse myself, but I think I might need to go curse myself if I want to go get this. No, I don't want to be an egg. Well, do you want to be an egg or do you want to be a balding guy? You want to have that deliciously smooth dome that everybody can get all up on? Or do you want to sit there being like, look at my disgusting U-shaped horseshoe on my head? I can ban? Yeah, probably. I don't see why not. Oh, is there any way I can just get like a little bit more money? How's Hitman coming along? Terribly. I mean, as you know, that I started out the basic tutorial and everything, and then I just never continued it from there. Also, what are you asking me about Hitman for? You were asking me about the what do you call it? You asked me about Tunic yesterday, and I actually put up an episode today. What with the whole translation and everything going on? Like, how much more do you need from me here? Anyway. Like I've been watching for you for years. I can't be that young, can't you? Yeah. That sounds like somebody who... That sounds like, you know, somebody who's only like 21 years old or something. Far too young to be watching this channel. All right, there are a few more enemies here. Maybe I'm going to go try to get rid of a few of them. Hyped up for all your content? Oh, okay, then we'll get Dome Keeper out next. No, you don't. I feel called out, as you should be. Yeah. For what? For liking Dome Keeper? Okay. There's Malaise cleared at least. Only okay, one enemy left. I'm gonna be safe here. I don't want to die to a curse because, you know, new enemies and everything like that. Well, that might still happen. Cat, go! Oh. You're not enjoying Dome Keeper? I still think that game's pretty fun. It's just, yeah, I gotta go do more of it. Look forward to another Satisfactory stream. I'm working on the next episode of Satisfactory. It should be out soon enough, I'm hoping. Still. It's just, still trying to figure out exactly how I want to approach it is the problem. No, I kind of, nothing I'm looking for. Like, do you guys not like Satisfactory? I like Satisfactory. We could go do another stream of that right now. Probably not, considering we're doing the DLC here, but still. Okay. I think disengagement is kind of what I want to go with right now. Keep it somewhat safe. And then, what are we doing this time? Want to do the Warwelf? See what Warwelf's going to be dropping? Cat equals reskin Mushroom Boy? Not quite. It definitely has like a little bit more. I mean, it works pretty much the same as like the various, you know, running around like the Leg Hugger or Mushroom Boy. But does, of course, you know, have like different critical and everything like that associated with it. Satisfactory and Castlevania DC DLC both have cats. Satisfactory doesn't have cats. Where are there cats in Satisfactory? But you have 2 cat summons. Kind of too bad. Well, there is always the legendary version of the cat, which you can get by, you know, which you can force to appear by using the Wish mutation. So, it's not impossible. Now, go cat! Right. Once again through the... Oh, no. Once again, right through the... There we are. Oh, Hector outfit. Oh, man. Don't really see Hector an awful lot. Is that also a character from Bloodlines? If I'm remembering correctly. Which one? Oh, right. The Arachnophobia mode, of course. Bro. What even exploded there? There we go. Ugh. I'm still kind of curious as to what the legendary versions of the rest of the stuff are going to be like, given that, as we've seen so far with Holy Water, it's kind of like a thing. Seem to be pretty changed up. It's not just when burns and oils ground when destroyed sort of thing. Hector is 3D Castlevania? Oh, okay, then not familiar. I never played any of the 3D Castlevanias. Your Lament of Innocence or Castlevania 64 or the ones that Kojima made. Or those ones called Lords of Shadow. Spiritfarer had a cat too. Boy, did it have a cat. And you know, there's never really a justification as to why there was a cat in that game. It's just like, yeah, you know, there's a cat in the game because we wanted to put a cat in that game. Hello, it's me. Okay. And there we go. Piece of cake, too. That was a piece of cake, and for it, I got a piece of cake. Anyway. You know what else had a cat? Persona 5. There's a lot of... Like, look, I played through the entirety of Puss. Did y'all forget about that already? I played cat games on the channel. Ugh. Cats are guides to the underworld? No, it's a cat is a guide to the underworld. Also, that cat didn't guide anything. The cat was just there. Chilling. Oh, okay. I never played Stray. But yeah, it's like we can go play Blink's the Time Sweeper. We can go and play Stray. We can go and play... Oh, bro. Cat games. I mean, like I said, I already played Puss. There's like the old, what was that? Like, Specky game or something? Alley Cat, very famous one. Other cat games. Games about cats. Oh yeah, I did Rain World. I did play Rain World. That is true. You watch new Puss in Boots movie? No, I haven't seen a movie for like over 10 years. Anyway, what other cats? Certainly I've had... Ooh, thank you, cat. We never said they were good guides. Barely even a guide at all. I mean, also there was everything else that happened in that game. What else we're looking at? Oh god, the barrel guy. But it worked, didn't it? Alright, there's Giant Killer again, which I would probably take if I could. You refused the cat in Stardew. I refused a dog in Stardew. I didn't even have the choice for a cat. And I don't regret that one at all. Did it stop me? Here's a question. Did it stop me from getting true farming perfection? Look at the amount of like content creators of any kind that you have seen play Stardew Valley. how many of them have finished the game fully? And did they take a cat or a dog? Think about that. The true Sigma grind set is not taking the animal so you're not distracted from farming. Like Mr. Chi. Mr. Chi never had a pet. Why would he need it? Ugh. All right. Can you even name, like, you can probably name plenty of other people you've seen play Stardew Valley. Can you name anybody else that has actually finished Stardew Valley? I'll say that again right now. There we go. At least the non-new enemies, and you know, of course, the recolor enemies or resprited enemies, whatever you want to call them, I can deal with pretty easily. Feels like everything else I'm really wanging it left and right. Nope. And I did it again. I did it again. I legitimately didn't know you could finish Stardew Valley. You should watch my series on it. I got like the credits sequence. Okay, well, it's more of like a staff role or a character. Curtain call. That's what they're called. When you like you know, you have all when you know you have like the full cast like come out in front of the crowd and do like a bow and everything. That's more of what it was, because of course it's all created by Concerned Ape. A credits roll wouldn't make much sense. Oh, okay. You have a dangerously funny finish, Stardew Valley? Here we are. Is this even gonna work on death? Probably not. I feel like that's an unlikely sort of situation. I have 3 separate saves in Stardew Valley. Are you a content creator? Have you created any content? And if so, I'll shout out your channel right now. Go watch this. Yeah, give me 1 second. He went 100% at Stardew Valley repeatedly? Oh, okay, well, fair enough. I'm not going to say it's impossible. I'm just going to say that it's unlikely you're going to find a lot of other people, sir. The creator of Stardew Valley. I don't know if Concerned Ape ever actually finished his own game. The jury's still out on that one. You're the only Stardew Valley content creator. You've never watched anybody else play Stardew Valley? I don't know. I feel like certainly there must be somebody else. Jeez. Cat, to me. Oh, yeah, of course you're going to do this now, eh? There we go. I can name one, but he's Polish, so I don't know if that counts. Nope, I'm sorry. Polish people don't count. Yes, of course that counts. Oh, okay. Man. Okay, Jesus Christ, I am so close to getting hit by so many bones. Damn, bro. I didn't even finish that sentence. You can't. You like try to isolate that clip. That sentence was not even finished. Anyway. Okay. No, don't actually isolate that clip. I lied. Oh, of course it's got to be this sort of thing, eh? You're gonna ruin my entire combo. Well, sorry. Where's the clip button? I'll never tell. Why would I want to tell you where the clip button is so that you can slander me? Why would I do that? Don't fall into that. Whew. By the way, this music is the opening theme to Castlevania 3. I don't remember what it's called. Somebody smart. I need help. Well, too bad. The smartest person here, me, is not going to help you with this one because, again, you're slandering me. This is libelous speech. I'll see you in court. Oh, we can AI generate your voice to finish. Do you think AI generation would work on my voice? I speak so weirdly all the time. I feel like you'd try it and it would just sound like nonsense. Bro. Okay. Hey, harpy feet? Yes, no. I gotta say, I don't know if I'm super into like bird claws. Now, I mean, I can get down with like paws and everything, the little beans and whatnot, but I don't know about like bird feet are different. It works for presidents, so why not the president of Twitch channel? Is that, would you really consider me to be of such an authority to have Twitch presidency sort of thing? I think it's a pattern in the way you speak. Is there, I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously there is, but is there enough to be able to decipher by an AI? Are we going to be able to turn me into an AI VTuber? Am I going to be able to be cross-coded? That's the dream, right? Ah! Oh, I actually didn't even need to parry there. How about that? All right. Oh, imagine the grip. It's just, I don't know. You got to have like a big, thick sort of bird feet, because otherwise, you know, they're very bony type of stuff. You gotta get those. You gotta get those nice plump feet. Is what I'm trying to say. I saw a crosscode speedrun for the first time this weekend. It's wild. The crosscode speedrun is actually like pretty more legit than I would have expected for a game that I feel like does not get as much recognition as it should. The speedrunning is pretty wild. It's like there are some for real sort of strategies that people have sussed out, yeah, over the years. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. So many skeletons. I mean, I'm dealing with the skeletons pretty fine because they do, if you are standing directly in front of them, they can't really hit you. Oh, like a death grip. Wait, that's a dumb music. It's not a music genre. It's a group starring MC Ride as MC Ride. Okay. I'm actually gonna see if this is like a good. Oh boy, if this is like a good area. You know what? Cat, go. And I got hit anyway. Whatever, it's fine. I'm done with words. Okay, I'm just gonna. Puzzle skips, quick boss kills, barrier skips. Yep. It's like I did a whole bunch of like weird nonsense that you could do even when I was just playing the game normally. It's like the spin and everything, and the way that everything is like set up is all over the place, and it can work pretty well. Anything else you got over here? I can't. The words are not coming out. Hey, we got like one of the new items. That's sort of what I'd like right now. Yeah, here we go. On bleeding and poison as well. If I can get that to work for me. The bone zone. We are out of the bone zone at this point in time, though. I am no longer using the bone item, which I probably should. I was using for way more than I should have as it is. So, yeah. I also like to hopefully switch out this for not just using a. Okay. Minecraft, Mincecraft? What? If we use all your videos, you can probably clip together a 90% accurate voice. It would just take 10,000 gigabytes of storage for the program. Yeah, I don't think so. I think that you could try and it still wouldn't work. All right, we got the Hector outfit. We got you. And can go get both of them. Kept his Devil Forge Master garments even after defecting. I just not familiar. Not familiar with that one. The AI would talk about Vor all the time. That's fine. I can live with that. There's an Easter egg when you open Minecraft. It will spell it is Mincecraft. I mean, there's a bunch of dumb Easter eggs with when you open Minecraft. Vor, Taco Bell, and feet. Yep, I'm just eating feet and tacos all the time. And then complaining about Final Fantasy. Don't forget about that. Ah! We'll get the cat out at least. And this cat is not angry enough for me. Okay, I'm starting to think get the parry a little bit better. Still, though, I do want to try and get a new thing. Okay. That works pretty well. Final Fantasy, I think Persona 5 is higher up there now. Now? I don't even... I was playing Final Fantasy well before I was playing... I was playing Persona well before I was playing Final Fantasy. Okay. Let's keep tossing this one around here. Cat, go! I'm surprised they don't have cleavers in here, considering they act pretty much exactly like the... Bro. Considering they act pretty much exactly like the axe armors. There we go. Oh, I have an idea. Can somebody make a game featuring Zodiac killer letters? I thought that those are solved. Yeah. Just keep them warm and toasty over there. I mean, besides, I didn't do like the puzzle in Fez. I feel like there is a... Oh, there isn't a limit for what I can do here. Because like Fez was actual decryption stuff. You only get me to do video game decryption stuff because it's hard. Woo! Okay. Now then, back to it, considering that there's a lot more that I kind of need to do before I get to the next area, and I would love to get perhaps... yeah, let's be careful. Yeah, few parries. I should be parrying more often as it is. That was weird. Oh, no, that was the cat attacking. Okay. Phil Fish is insane. This is... Like, nobody knows what the... Oh, there's the exit. Apparently it can either be on the left or right side. Hey, there's a cleaver. What was I talking about? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. I was... Ooh. Woo. What's this? Notice his knife. Oh, the whip sword? Okay. All right, then. All right. Yeah, Zodiac Killer's coded message cracked after 51 years, and from what I remember, they were not particularly interesting. if I at least vaguely remember that. What's your favorite kind of corpse? Mine is either mushed up into fine paste or crunchy. No. I go like nice marbled. Ah! Eat the feet first in a taco from Taco Bell. Okay. All right. I'm actually getting a pretty decent chunk of the new items now at this rate. I gotta go look for the rest of them. Okay. I can't believe Phil Fish has not told us what the solution to that dumb puzzle is. Like, come on. Come on. Get back out here into the public eye and tell us what the solution was. Oh, did I not even... Well, here, you know what? We'll do that, and then we'll do cat. Get him, cat. Okay, well, that wasn't ideal. That was what I wanted to do. Okay. Okay. Slowly, slowly. There we go. All right. Now then. One, I should go see what this is first. Given that you get 3 stats here, I think that this is... it's definitely... It's definitely one of the harder areas they can get into, seemingly. Also, let me just throw that down there. Okay. What if Fish is the Zodiac Killer? Wouldn't he have been born like 30 years before the Zodiac Killer was even in active service? That is not the word to use. Anyway, this is the Dr. Inferno Firebird channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more true crime mysteries. There we go. Over me playing video games. Okay. They were never in the same room together. No, I suppose whatever. I love the look of... Oh, look, he's like a dog. That's pretty cute. Maria's cat, you gotta... I'm sorry. You need to understand. I need to survive this. Oh, true crime bird. I don't like true crime. I'm sure I've probably talked about this more than enough times before. Ugh! This makes me sad. Oh. But I still want to use the new items. It's just, the cat might be kind of hard to use against the, whew. I like fake crime, like embezzlement. Fake crime is also sad too, because it's just like, those people shouldn't be in jail. I didn't see that guy come out of the wall there. Anyway. Don't worry, everybody. I stopped vomiting all over the place after like 1 second there. Okay, well, that wasn't correct. Now then. Oh. Hey, you! Okay, there we go. Oh. Embezzlement, you know, tax fraud. Creating a opening a restaurant and the place is owned only. Hey! It's zoned only for. Yeah. Residential houses. Okay. Survive! I'm surviving! Don't worry! Yeah! You don't have to tell me to survive. What do you gotta tell us to survives? I tells you. I think I know to not die. It's good advice for pretty much at any point in time, unless you're Metal Gear. Then you don't want to survive. Then you want to have good games. Okay. I'm sorry, I just had to do a lot of shtick there for a moment while I was trying not to die. Okay. I still want to go get the cat, but it's also like, I know that Scavenge Bombard is probably a better item for what I'm doing here. I think that goes without saying. So I still would like to get something that isn't just, you know, the, yeah? Okay. Wow, that worked out actually okay. And now I got cake. The cat is survival. I know, but it's gonna be hard to use. Can a cat really take on death? These are the questions that I gotta ask to you, the viewing audience. Oh, that didn't stop. Well, I mean, I suppose. All right, look, it's classic death. Or is that just like a? I think that actually might still be the same one because you can't really see the feet, the death feet of death. Hi. Okay. I guess I'm not gonna question that one. Okay. Mash a few rats here and there for good measure. No, you can't do this to me. Oh, I shall. I really nailed this remix. I think they did a great job with all the remixes so far. Well, I guess I haven't really been pointing them out too much, aside from like Bloody Tears and of course the opening theme for Castlevania 3 that I cannot remember the name of. It's a good theme though. Castlevania 3, of course, was had a specific. They still haven't fixed that glitch. Had a specific audio, extra bits in the audio for better music. Okay, not in the American version though. Only in the Japanese version. A superior version. Anyway. From what I learned in Puss in Boots, yes, cats can take on death. What? I never saw that Puss in Boots movie because I'm not going to watch a Shrek movie that doesn't have Shrek in it. Like, it's heretical. I'm disgusted at this very idea. Yeah. Here we are. I like the Scavenge Bombard too much. Damn it. There. It's not a Shrek movie. Yeah, I know. That's the problem. If it was a Shrek movie, I'd enjoy it a lot more. Why isn't it a Shrek movie? Anytime Shrek's not on screen, you should be asking where Shrek is. And that's what disgusts me so much. It's a long, dumb meditation. Ah! Ugh. Okay, kill these things first. Doc, Shrek is dead. Wait, when did Shrek die? This is news to me. Who killed Shrek? This is the sort of true crime that we should really be investigating. Forget about this Zodiac killer nonsense. Who killed Shrek? Mike Myers. Michael Myers, the villain from the Halloween movies? No. How could he? I thought that like, wasn't the last Halloween movie the final Halloween movie? How did he escape? How did he escape from his, how did he Wreck-It Ralph from his movie into the Shrek movies to kill everyone's favorite ogre? I can't, I don't know if I can continue streaming though with this new knowledge. I'm so sad. Oh. Through streaming service. Oh, wait. Hey, here we go. Well, can I get a save? No. Never gonna have this work. Is there like another? I remember the one room that had the, anyway, common cinematic universe between the Halloween movies and Shrek? I don't, who did this? Sort of monstrous movie executive would do this to me. Kill Shrek. He's the spirit of Halloween. He can do. He's not Jack Skellington. Whoever told you Michael Myers as Jack Skellington was wrong. Ah. It's not how that works. Okay. Now then, Dark Souls Bonfire also did save. I mean, technically it's not a save. That's just a respawn point. So, you know. What's the shop up here? I don't think I even looked at it. Or at least it looks like I have not looked at it. Your mom? Well, anyway, the point is I'm never going to go and watch the Puss in Boots movie because it doesn't have Shrek in it. Somebody edit Shrek into like the corner of it and maybe I'll consider watching it. Maybe. Oh, it's gonna be like I need the money for the potion charge, Ugh. Only Jesus saves on this Christian channel. It's true. This is a very Christian channel. That is actually true. Alright. Shrek is dead. Shrek is not dead. Shrek can't die. I am fairly certain Shrek is immortal. Cursed to wander these plains until somebody asks him what he's carrying on his back. It's an ore. But, you know, it's like you have to ask him what it is. Where's the food shop? Shrek is in the post-credit scenes to start the Shrek cinematic universe. There's already a Shrek cinematic universe. That Puss in Boots is part of it. As is that one, Father of the Pride. Max Shrek is dead for 80 years now? But no, he can't be dead. He's a vampire. He's Nosferatu. There's no way Max Shrek could have died. Nobody's gonna understand any of these references. Anyway. Sounds like cope to me. Sounds like no reverence for good movies to you. Shrek's in the Puss in Boots cinematic universe. I refuse to believe this. This isn't true. It me, friend of order. Actually, you know, I am gonna get a... was gonna say I am going to get another weapon here, but I guess I'm not. Never mind. Well then. Can't even re-roll stuff. Poggers. 40% extra health though is pretty nice. We ate a steak and it went to his heart. That's not how that works. How close do you think your stomach is to your heart? I mean, that is the way to the man's heart. She says we've discussed Abraham's testimony. It's called the Binding of Isaac. Why do you think it's called that? Really now? Like, I feel like you should know that, given how much of that game I played. All right, Death, round 3. Let's go. Like 5 to 7 centimeters? Yeah, that's a pretty decent amount of space in your body. Hit me. Okay, now as I beat Death all the way back in Castlevania 1. Okay. Oh, okay, it's... trying to figure out, like, what exactly the pattern is. I missed the cat. Yeah. Okay. I think I can actually... By the way, where do I latch onto him here? Ah! Like I beat Death in OG Castlevania. Damn it. Like I beat Death in OG Castlevania, throwing holy water at him. There we go. Is what I was trying to say. Which is, of course, how I beat Death in OG Castlevania. It's pretty fun. It's a very effective way to do it. Trust me. Okay. You can actually roll through that. Not too bad. Ah, come on. Death, please. Got a parry. Ooh, there we go. We're gonna be... Okay, you can parry those two. Alright, seems like parry might actually be the way to go against Death here. Yeah? You wanna keep stepping to this one? We'll do it. Okay, can't do that one there, it seems. Hey, get out of here. Can't parry that one, though. That said, disengagement, take me home. Whatever works. Oh. Well, gonna have to go do that one. You're gonna have to go work on that one a little bit. Oh, jeez. Yeah? The one shot was so close. I can do this better. I can do it better. No, it always is, isn't it? Okay, so there is like a little bit more to the entire thing here, it seems. I'm guessing that there's probably... I mean, I know, obviously, Dracul is in the game. Flawless first try. We'll be doing... Look, I'll be doing proper first try. I can't believe that it's like this entire time we've still got this pinned message of Doc Shrek is dead. It's just... Something about that is... It's like Memento Mori, except instead of Mori, it's Shrek. Memento Shrek. Oh my god. Well, I have no idea. I have no idea, like, where I even want to go next, because we should just go back to the beginning, unlock some more items, see what the double scythe is, because God knows we didn't already have enough of the scythe claws, as it were. Oh boy. Shrek Mento Shmori. Shmori? Shmori? Oh my god. Man, by the way, did I miss Shippy here giving me 20 subs or something? When did that happen? Ah, jeez. Or no, giving me 1 sub. Okay. I thought you gave me like 10 more subs, and I'm like, wait, what? Huh? Oh, jeez. Well, I'll give one more thanks, to Shippy here and Hypixie regardless. Well, I am sad that I just lost that. Wait, no, there it is. It killed Shrek. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I was saying that Shrek was immortal. If you kill Death, then it's like, don't you kill Shrek? How that works? Actually, live, is this part of the next save file video? I want to say it's not part of the next save file video. The plan is that I'm going to use my normal save file for I'm going to do like some Castlevania stuff where I go and get like all the new blueprints and show off what they do and the new and what like the legendary versions are. But for right now, we're also doing like casual playthroughs. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm double dipping because I'm a scumbag. We get one stream, we get one. Wait, just no. Well, whatever. We get one stream, and we also get one regular YouTube series that's better. That scythe is going to become your new favorite weapon? Maybe. I do like those scythe claws, after all. Oh, that is a good... I don't want to get rid of Holy Water, though. Oh, I'll get rid of Scavenge Bombard, then. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Oh, I am still working on the next save file. Next save file video, because that's all of the blueprints, and there are so many blueprints in this game. I mean, it's actually not even going to be all the blueprints. It's going to be the first, like, blueprints up to the first boss is what I'm thinking right now, and I'm still working on that. Oh boy, let's not even mess around with this guy, with this funky fellow. And then let's do this for fun. Always a good time. Yeah. There we go. Got to stretch that content. No, what we got to do is, you see, the way you want to look at it is that there's two content. We got, like, the nice casual content where we talk about, like, me eating feet or whatever. And then we also got, like, you know, better content where I actually edit things down and, you know, you could... maybe I'll even do it, like, no commentary or something, because I think that could be an interesting... I mean, I haven't done that for a while. Well, then again, I don't know. Maybe people want the review. What do you think? What do you think? You want... other people are probably going to deal with having commentary-less versions of that. I'll probably just do comments. Bam, there we go. Try turning to an elite now, idiot. Bone. Time to enter the bone zone again. Although, these are some good things. Commentary review. I'll try. Dude, what do you think? Chad, give me a little bit of... what do you... Doubles the speed of the projectiles is also kind of fun. Gotta have that commentary. I mean, I just feel like it's been a long time since I've done anything non-commentary list. We gotta hear about me talking about eating feet. Bone. I'm gonna take a bone. Bone's good. Bone is, like, legitimately, bone is a great weapon. Like, I'm not gonna mince any words on that, let me tell you. I don't know, but it's just like, I think that if I want, like, a small guide, like a little miniature guide, but then again, I'll make it nice and professional. I'll just keep it, you know, only to the content, talking about, like, basic reviews of stuff and things like that. I won't keep it too wordy. It's like, no, you can hear about me talking about Casual Penis Sunday over on this channel if you want that. Okay, there we go. Good. Wait. All right, if anybody doesn't want commentary, they can just mute, I guess, but I don't know. I've been watching, like, some commentary list videos lately of a bunch of stuff. And it's like, I don't hate having commentary list videos. I do like those occasionally, especially if you're just doing, like, basic review stuff, but I don't know. I guess I've kind of made this a commentary channel now, isn't it? Can we get the DC Crow back? Since we're not currently doing the new stuff, we can have the DC Crow back for now. This is not going to be a permanent thing. Everybody don't get used to it. Oh, man, that's really big here. It'll be a tiny crow. A secret crow in the corner. Can we get Castlevania Crow? I've never been a Castlevania Crow. Also, I don't know what a Castlevania Crow would be. I mean, I guess a whip, right? Give him a red cape and a whip, right? Small. Yeah, I made him when we were doing the previous stream. There's a combination of both blueprints and a lot of Tunic translation, of which you can see on the channel now. If you ever wondered what the... If you ever wondered what the... Oh, and I totally whiffed that hit, too. If you ever wondered what the manual in Tunic said, check out the last 2 episodes of Tunic. It's all there. And a twink silhouette. A what now? Yo, did I just not say plenty of times at the beginning of the stream that the canonical... Oh, yeah. The canonical Alucard is it even a real language? Oh, yeah, I mean, it's like, hell, if I go over here, it's like you can just see. There it is in the upper right corner. And I won't let you look at that any longer if you don't want spoilers, but, you know. Oh, this is Serenade. I don't want to do this one just yet. It is a real language, but it is it's a coded English. It is coded English. And I won't say anything more if you want to figure it out yourself. Because I did have a pretty good time doing that. Yeah. Oh, it's not even a cipher. It's a little bit more than that. Because it's way more dumb. It's not as simple as... Come on, stop getting hit multiple times here. Ooh, poggers. Sorry, I was pogging a little bit too hard there. Bruh. Bruh, what? What are you bruhing at right now? So how long till the linguistics majors have to wait to work on another game? I mean, the thing is, I already have another game with a cipher. Like, I've already kind of prepared that. I just haven't, I haven't done the series yet. No, there was the dev for a Tunic on the GDQ. That's neat. I've never seen that sort of thing before. Like with Celeste, I remember seeing a playthrough with Matty Thorson there. Wait, where's the food shop? Oh, well, death can get caught in the wolf. Wait, really? I guess I should have tried that then if I still had, you know, Nutcracker. Well, but then again, I want to use some of the new items, of course. Even though I left that cat to die back in the Castlevania castle. Bruh. Bruh! I'm just gonna go up here for one moment. Well, I try not to die. Oh, that was close. Good stuff. Oh. I have a game I want to play next. Haiku Robot. Hinted La Mulana. Okay. All right, we're gonna go. Hey, everybody, come with me back to the year of 2007, where I played La Mulana for the first time, and that was actually how I first got into watching LPs. I mean, I was going to regardless. It's just the sort of person that I am. But the very first LP I watched, Deceased Crab playing La Mulana, because that was wrong. Because I was stuck in the game and I couldn't really figure out where to go, and the only videos I could find were his LP on it. And at first I was like, I don't like listening to somebody talk over this gameplay. It's weird. And then I got super into it, and here we are now. And then I really liked it. Good times, good times. Anyway, I beat La Mulana, but I did not beat the Hell Temple. So if y'all want to see La Mulana, I wouldn't hate giving it another pass again. The game was fun enough, right? A good time. I don't know about La Mulana 2. I know there was like that Kickstarter for it, but I never really saw much of anything past that point. Was that any good? Is it time to clacks to play clacks? How does killing the concept of death work? Well, I mean, you don't actually kill the concept of death. It's just, you know, because he keeps continuously coming back. You just more, La Mulana 2 is really solid? Oh, good. Glad to hear that, because I remember, you know, the thing is with the La Mulana HD remake, whatever you want to call it, what was the updated version? They got rid of all the stuff related to the MSX, and it's a game that was created to be an MSX like tribute game to the console as a whole. So it just severely got lost a lot by having that taken out of it. Hell in La Mulana is not worth it. Oh, I did a decent chunk of it. I know what's worth it and what's not. I know what to expect. Ooh, poggers. Oh, I'm gonna throw it in the backpack. Maybe I'll use that later. I still like the bone right now. Clacks is awesome. I mean, I know what Clacks is. Don't even worry about that. But I don't know if I want to go play Clacks. Arcade style games are not usually my forte. I mean, not to say that I wouldn't do it. I would absolutely do it. But still. Ooh. I mean, I know exactly what's to await me in hell. I didn't get through the entire thing. But I did, like, unlock it, and I did try... Ooh. That was close. Well, I mean, that wasn't close. I got hit. That could have been worse. No, exactly what is there to await? You know. I mean, I'd still do it, right? Do it for the content. Do it for the vine. Right? What's the process of donating enough money? You just give me money, and then when you give me enough money, you get to tell me to play a video game. Or... what about another playthrough of Brainlord? I do like Brainlord. Don't tempt me with another playthrough of Brainlord, because that other one is very old at this point in time. I could absolutely Sharp as a snake's fang. I get it. I want to get some more outfits, though, first. What is enough money? 50 subs, yeah. Just get these unlocked here. Okay, force the spirit of the enemies to help kill you. Explode on nearby targets, dealing critical damage proportional to the target's maximum health. Let's see the whip sword, too. Alright, and then you transform between 2 attacks that... Oh! I don't know about that, the transformation being a secondary type thing. Really see this a little bit better. And then turns into a whip. You don't have... Okay, it actually looks like you do have a... I mean, does it... What does it do? Enabling you to deal critical damage for the next 1.5 seconds. Okay. Alright, so you have to basically be constantly switching it back and forth if you want to use it. Alright then, neat. I thought it would be cooler. That's not cool enough for you? Okay, let's take a look at this then. It's a very sort of, the double-sided... Simple 3-hit combo. Hits all around you, which is kind of neat. Sort of reminds me of the symmetrical lance in that way. Alright, well, let's try working with this one right now. Get out of here, Bone. Kill Rhythm the item. I mean, is it Kill Rhythm? I mean, I think Kill Rhythm the item, of course, is... By the way, what's on here? Forgotten... Yeah, sure, let's go with the Sepulchre. Someone gifted 100 subs a few streams ago. Yeah, it's Yulia. Yulia has, like, 7 more games that she can request whenever she wants to pull that one in. So, as of right now, she was actually the one that made me play Tunic. So, you know, take that how you will. I mean, she's also forced me to play a bunch of Final Fantasy games, so take that how you will. Good stuff. And like Resonance of Fate. Hey, did y'all enjoy the Resonance of Fate playthrough? I know you did. Oh, I hate this place. It's fine. It's maybe not like super fine. Let's see. Okay, what? That was weird looking. Oh yeah, they like fly around. I was wondering what was happening when I saw like the ghost just okay, so the ghosts the ghosts don't fight for you so much as they fly around like stupid looking for like dopey looking projectiles. This is pretty good though. You know what? You're right. This is a great item. I am 100% down with this item. Oh boy. Now then, now they will explode from me. Anybody else want to come in here? Finish up this curse nice and easy. This is so goofy. I love it. Oh my god, how does this work against like how does this work against like the Jesus. Oh, what is the word I'm trying to think of? How does this work against the like tentacle conjunctivius? Because that would be absolutely silly. Oh, no exercise today. We're doing DLC, of course. Oh, the playthrough benefactor. Worst games, best content, all thanks to Yulia. I mean, was Resonance of Fate really the best content? I mean, hey, how many other people are you going to see that's actually going to go through Neverland, I suppose? But still, like, oh my god, that... Oh. Alright. Still, though, we got, like, Fez, we got, like, Tunic. Those are some great games. I also got, like, Invisible Ink. That was really fun, too. Death Sight's officially the fastest survival weapon. No, we still got, like, the baseball bat. You remember how fast the baseball bat is? That thing is absurd. But, like, this is pretty fast. And it does hit all around you, too. It's not bad. I mean, I'm sure that there might even be other faster weapons that I'm not thinking of right now. Oh, this is a bad idea that I just did right now. Yep. Faster. Okay. Whew. Baseball bat criticals are hit scan. Baseball bat is stun cheese. They removed that. Did they? Did they actually change up the baseball bat to not be as baseball anymore? Hooey. Yeah, but at the same time, Yulia also prevents me from being able to take a second guy onto the episodes. He could have been in on... Actually, when I was talking to him last, I did say, hey, man, you missed a bullet not being on Resonance of Fate. That game is a video game that exists. They do, in fact, exist. Video games, they're there. And Resonance of Fate is one of them. Asymmetrical lance. Fast survival only scaling weapon. Is it survival only? I thought it was also brutality. No, it's survival only. No. It's colorless. I think it's probably brutality as well. I don't want to get rid of the holy water, but you know, holy water, man. I like it. Fell together 'cause true love is rare. Holy water soaked in her yellow hair. Holy water, holy water. Any Triffids fans around here? Because I love referencing that dumb song. Hey! Huh. Ask anybody that watched The Binding of Isaac. It's dumb. It's survival only. Is it? We'll see when I actually have like a non-colorless version of it. All right, there we go. You know this game where you're bred and you have to navigate a mask? Yeah, it's called I Am Bread, and it's bad. It's a bad video game. I was thinking that game looks dumb. That's a dumb-looking game. Anyway. Yes, I've heard of it. All right. Isaac? I have played plenty of Isaac before. Although Fiend Folio has gotten another update. There's like a new boss and everything right now too. It's pretty pogged, but like, you know, I kind of have my plate full with a lot of different games I'm doing right now. I still gotta go like do some more episodes of Death's Door and everything. And Death's Gambit. And like all the other stuff. Bro. Ugh. Now I want toast. No, you don't. All right. Well, this is a good item. It goes without saying. Right. The real question is that the last item from the DLC now? I mean, aside from maybe the one from Dracula, which probably would be dropping too. Dracula's called Dooku in the game file, so that makes him Count Dooku. That's stupid. I mean, you know, that's true. The actor who played Count Dooku was famously... What was that guy's name? Was famously Dracula. That's such a dumb reference. That is such a dumb reference. I can't believe... Oh, Christopher Lee, thank you. Famously played Dracula before. Why could I not remember that guy's name? Can I get ghostly versions of the giant's hands? Death is called Adele. Now that one I don't get. Yeah, can I get ghostly versions of the giant's hands? Because that'd be pretty funny. Baseball bat cannot breach on crit anymore to prevent a... Well, I mean, even then, it's still quite good, I think. You might not be able to do that there, but it's still good enough. Yeah, it should be good. I want to try this. I got a shield. I got a good shield. Bat Cudgel is a wild combo. Bat Cudgel, you got like the Bat and Wolf Trap, of course, we're just talking about. A lot of good stuff there. Nothing good here, though. I'll do that. Learned about it from Parker Plays, the dumb gaming show on Disney. About what? Wait, I missed the thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually survive this fight, so let's just real quick do this. Oh, a game called I Am Bread. Oh, I've known about that for a while. I remember that when it first came out. And I remember thinking, it's just like, yeah, this just looks like a real scuffed, dumb game. Yeah. Yes. They also made like one called I Am Fish where you had to do a very similar sort of thing. So take that how you will. Anyway. Okay, well, good dodge. Now, should probably be working with the shield for the most part right now. Oh. Okay, no, you don't get a ghostly version of the giant's hand. I'm kind of disappointed, I gotta say. There we are. The spin attack does decent hits here, even above you, it seems. Oh, come on. There we are. Still, though, this is obviously not the best weapon for this. Ah! Come on, get the hits. It didn't get the hits. All right. Also, since when does Disney Channel do video game reviews? Wait, I didn't even question that. Bro. Bro. Come on. Do you mind? Oh. Yeah. Stupid eyeball. Okay, that works. Now then. Okay, that works too. Well enough. I'm going to bed. Good night. I love you. I'll see you in your dreams. Yelling about Taco Bell and feet. Feet. All right, get out of here, you. Clean that outfit as well. All right. Oh. 5 years ago or something, a daring YouTuber did a show, lasted 2 seasons before it was channeled. They got a YouTube. It's when our YouTubers taking over the Disney airwaves. What's up with that? All right, who's giving YouTube people Disney shows? When do I get my own show? No, I don't want my own show. I lied about that. It seems like a bad idea. Oh, one run at Flawless Conjunctivia, Soft Slumbering Sanctuary, Timekeeper, beat Servant's Queen with the Tactics run, only ever used one flash charge in Servant's Fight. Proud of me yet? No, you gotta do the Servant's Fight flawless. I still haven't done that one yet. That's the only way that you can surpass me. So, once you are able to overcome that, I will admit that you are superior to me. You see dress up for the Castlevania release? Yeah, see the bottom left corner? Now I'm definitely going to use all of my cells here. Okay. I did the Servant's Fight flawless. Am I superior yet? No. No. Yeah, didn't do the rest of the game flawless. Come on, this is a very simple sort of thing, everybody. Spooky. Easy. No, that was not even the right thing. No, try that one again. Give me the disengagement. Give me the gold plate. All right. Goddamn Mister who's been playing this game since release. I beat the game in a month. Yeah, well, you know, good, nerd. If you want to come toe-to-toe to me, you got to have the skills to prove it. Wait, why am I trying to go backwards? I can't go back into the previous area. I should have upgraded everything. Boo! Ah, whatever. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. And I also make the rules. All right. Okay. Just gotta keep going here before I die stupidly. There we are. Hurt. Can I get the zombie to fall on top. Well, that was fun. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. There we go. Popping off, baby! Yeah, no plague ghosts. That would have been good. Oh, flawless. I mean, look, here's the secret, of course, is that when I actually concentrate on stuff, I can do it flawless, but then you get no... Oh, right. Well... We're really not supposed to be doing this here. This is not the area to be doing the 5-shell run. I forgot about that. Wait, what? Yo, y'all saw that one, right? Hey, Deck. What did I get hit by? Took damage. I mean, I guess. Yeah, you're right. I did lose some money. Aw, oh, dang it. Well, when did I get hit? I don't even remember. Ah, dang it. So close. I have no idea when that happened because I am fairly certain that by all known laws of aviation, I should have done that flawlessly. When did that happen there? Oh well. Scorpion hit you? There's no way. Scorpion hit you. The push attack hit you? Did it? Upgrade weapons. Oh, whoops. I forgot. I forgot again. I mean, once again, I shouldn't even be doing this area. This is supposed to be a different stream, not the DLC stream. Also, where's Alucard? When Alucard's not on screen, everybody should be asking where Alucard is. Hoka does both poison aspects. Oh yeah, that's an easy way to propagate its own effect. Of course. All right. Well, once again, we really should not be doing the stuff here right now in the 5-cell mode. I mean, yes, a good weapon and everything, but like this is again not the area. Yeah, there you go. Bag them down. What with the ghosts? The ghosts. All right. Guys, come on. You know where Alucard is. Where is Alucard? Because I don't know. So are you doing a normal run again? Because I thought that at the end of the game, Alucard would have been like, all right, let's go fight Dracul. Dracul. But did not happen. At least not yet. Besides, we're also testing out some of the new weapons, like the scythe here. Our Dutch scythe, which has been pretty pog so far. I am currently pogging out of my gourd looking at this thing. And the clock towel. Yeah, exactly, the towel. Bro. Now kill him! Oh, well. Good enough. I assumed he got to the place where Death pulls you down. Yeah, I beat Death. Hence why I'm using Death's weapon right now. Right now! Right now! Literally right now. With a Castlevania skin and also the holy water. Holy water, holy water. Still gotta go get the alien key and the other one. Alright. Right now! Right here. Right now. Right here. Right now. Fat Boy Slim, anybody? Fat Boy Slim. Anyway. You can only go to the Castlevania DLC once per run. Well, yeah, but I was there. But isn't there like a Dracul? Isn't there a Dracul to be fighting? Get a librarian. You'll be Slim one day. But Fat Boy is... I don't know if you know this, but Fat Boy Slim is not actually fat. It's just a name. Whatever that guy's actual name is, because I forgot. I forgot. All right, elevator key, and now just alien key. I'm gonna get out of here. Want to go to Castlevania twice a run? 2 times. Just go through Castlevania and then go through Castlevania also again for a second time. Does the support mutation work with Wolf Trap? I think so. Fairly certain that still counts as a thing. Dracul literally means the devil in Romanian. Ah, damn it, that's actually too good. Now saying it like that, it makes it sound too cool. Now I can't use my dumb name for Dracula anymore. Oh, how hard was death? It took me 3 tries, so take that how you will. And I barely got out of that last one. I had to go flawless, except not really the Hand of the King. That sort of run. Took me 2 tries. Oh, wow. Just, bro. I'm not taking it. We'll do that later. This is not... Again, I'm not even supposed to be in this area right now. This is for the new save file run. And I'm supposed to save it for the new save file run. Jeez. Ugh. All right. Well, anyway. Okay. I'm just going to keep sending everything through here at this rate. All right. Yeah. Gimme. Firebird, Wolf Trap, cheese doesn't count. I didn't use the Wolf Trap. You saw that. You know this. Seriously, I'm not supposed to be in here right now. Get the Sonic. No, I'm not supposed to be in here right now. Just get me out of here. No disengagement. Cut that out. Finish the run. No! I'm not supposed to be in this area. Like, I could easily beat the boss, I think. But it's like, we're really not supposed to be in the area. Oh, my God. Coward. Whatever. Coward. Oh, hey, Alucard. Neato. Uh-huh. Oh, is that how that works? Yeah, we'll see. Oh, I see. So what does that mean? See my sword? Wait, is that also around here too? Okay. Haha, elbows. What does that mean? Invasive thoughts won never. Invasive thoughts will never win. Also, there's the cross again. Although, let's do this one first. Yeah, here we go. Elbozo. More like L yourself. All right, well, there's a turkey, so I guess that works. Sword whip run. I mean, we'll be doing a proper sword whip run soon enough. It's just I have been going for like 3 hours right now, so maybe we should at least like call it here for today, and I'll go and work on like the go and work on like the you know, YouTube good content. Yeah, for a little time. Yeah, you know what? This is probably about the point in time to go do it, right? Yeah. Please do a proper stream outro. Hey, it's me. I'm doing the stream. We're ending the stream. Ending the stream right now. It's doing it right now. Ending the stream. Ending the stream. Is that what you wanted? Like, what do you want? What is it? What is a proper stream outro? Also, let's see the rest of the outfits here first. Since I want to. Hector outfit? Again, I'm not familiar with the character. Was it again, but the 1930s radio was, hey, it's me. No, that's not right. Hey, it's me. I'm ending the stream. No. I kind of like this one, though. A lot more heads in this, in the outfits in this DLC. And no necks. Absolutely no necks allowed. Wow, it's got the Simon outfit. That's some good stuff. Looks way too normal for me, though. I mean, even more so than, like, the Explorer outfit. Old, Core Dog. Yeah. Simon looks like the first real human in Deadcells. I mean, no, we got Core Dog. You know, except for the arm thing. The arm thing isn't great. And I mean, I guess sort of the Commando. Not really. Hector outfit looks more like I never saw the Netflix series, so I got no idea what the deal is. Where is that if that's not? Okay, so how do we end a stream? Yeah, there we go. Hey. Reconnect my controller. I'm just ending the stream right now. We don't. Well, do I want to, like, raid somebody or whatever? Am I doing that? Foot reveal? No. No. Keep going? It's been almost 3 hours. 3 hours. Raid yourself and keep going. I don't think you can raid yourself. I don't think that's appropriate. A 3-hour tour, at least at the DLC for now, isn't even a quarter of the day. Good. Shouldn't be a quarter of the day. Quarter of a day is way too much. I'm not going to be streaming for 8 hours. I gotta work in the morning. You need to check the second zone. Okay. So when they say you can only visit the DLC once per save file, what does that mean exactly? Does that mean that I can either only go to the clock tower one, or I can go either to the one from the first area or to the clock tower one? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, but it's just like, I don't know. So wait, who was I raiding here, did you say? Because, I don't know. So I'm still about to end the stream. Raid Jaski? Didn't somebody say V was on? Go do that. Yes. Sag. Is this enough of an outro? Have I done enough of an outro? Can I end the stream already? Okay. Good enough. I'll take it. Good night, everybody. I'll see you once again in your dreams. Raid Iron Mouse. Yeah, surely. I'm gonna send you. Everybody go have fun over at Iron Mouse. Why not? Sure, if she's on right now.